Barcelona set Marcus Rashford as target. FC Barcelona have set their sights on signing Manchester United winger Marcus Rashford, who looks set to leave the Premier League club this month. The 27-year-old has had issues with new manager Ruben Amorim and has been in and out of the squad of late, with the move now looking very realistic. Aware of the developments, Barca have decided to go all out for Rashford, securing his services on loan until the end of the season. The return of the 1-to-1 spending rule and temporary relief with the registrations of Dani Olmo and Pau Victor have further emboldened the Blaugrana to make a move for the versatile forward. With that in mind, journalist Jordi Cardero reports that Marcus Rashford is enticed by the prospect of playing for Barcelona despite having a number of other clubs chasing him. Indeed, the likes of AC Milan, Juventus, Borussia Dortmund and AS Monaco are all vying for the 27-year-old Manchester United star. But Barcelona's interest appears to have caught his eye. The Catalan club sporting director Deco has identified the need for a left winger to further strengthen the squad despite Rafinha's solid form and leadership in the dressing room. The former Portugal international views Rashford as the ideal player. Discussions between the club and the forward's representatives are expected to intensify next week, following the conclusion of the Spanish Super Cup. However, Barca's ability to sign Rashford will depend on revenue generation, with Ronald Araujo seen as a potential outbound transfer. Once seen as a generational star for Manchester United and England, the 27-year-old has fallen off the pecking order in the last 2 seasons due to poor form and off-field issues. However, Rashford's profile remains attractive to Barcelona, who tried to sign him once in 2018, both financially and in terms of footballing needs. With the player also keen on the idea of a move to Barca, a loan move could be on the cards, provided the Catalan club free up wage space. Here we go, Man City will soon recruit Abdulkadir Khusanov. Manchester City have reportedly reached a full agreement with League One club Lens to recruit talented centre-back who is also a mainstay of the Uzbekistan national team, Abdulkadir Khusanov. This transfer will cost €40 million around $0.668 billion and is expected to be completed in the coming days, according to Fabrizio Romano. Khusanov, who is only 20 years old, is scheduled to undergo a medical test in the near future before officially joining Pep Guardiola's squad. At this time, it is still unclear whether Khusanov has played his last match for Lens or will immediately appear for City. If this transfer is completed soon, there is a possibility that he will make his debut in the match against Brentford or Ipswich Town next week. This recruitment is the answer to City's urgent need to strengthen their defense after a number of key defenders suffered injuries. This season, Manchester City, the defending Premier League champions, have experienced a decline in performance in the defensive sector, with more goals conceded than in previous seasons. Guardiola hopes that Khusanov's arrival can provide a solution to this problem. Khusanov joined Lens in 2023 from Energetic BGU in the Belarusian Premier League. Although he has only made 31 appearances with Lens, this player's great potential has attracted the attention of elite European clubs. At the international level, Khusanov has defended the Uzbekistan national team 18 times, showing his experience at a young age. Khusanov was also a mainstay of the Uzbekistan U23 national team at the 2024 U23 Asian Cup. At that time, he faced the Indonesian U23 national team in the semifinals. With this large investment, Manchester City hopes that Khusanov can be an important asset to overcome the defensive crisis while maintaining their dominance in domestic and European competitions. Omar Marmoush between Liverpool and Manchester City. Premier League club Manchester City reportedly beat Liverpool in the hunt for Eintracht Frankfurt's sharp striker, Omar Marmoush. City has been in disarray this season. The performance of Josep Guardiola's team has declined drastically. They even failed to win in 5 consecutive matches in all competitions. The impact, especially in the Premier League, City was thrown out of the top 4 zone. They are now in 6th place in the 2024-2025 Premier League standings. City has only collected 34 points from 20 matches. Manchester City then reportedly wanted to improve. They want to bring in new players. Manchester City was then reported to be eyeing Eintracht Frankfurt striker Omar Marmoush. Now there are reports that City have made significant progress in the hunt for Marmoush. Reportedly, they are said to be ahead of Liverpool in targeting the services of the versatile player. This was claimed by journalist Florian Plettenberg via Sportsmole. City has reportedly made progress in talks with Marmoush. It could be that soon the two parties will reach an agreement. The report also said that City is ready to provide a long-term contract for Marmoush. They will tie him to the Etihad until 2029 or 2030. The report also said that City is currently only talking to Marmoush. They have not opened talks with Frankfurt. Omar Marmoush has appeared 24 times in all competitions this season. He has scored 18 goals and 12 assists for Frankfurt. Kobbie Mainoo's chance to Chelsea. Chelsea are reportedly leading the race to buy Kobbie Mainoo amid the threat of financial crisis for Manchester United. Shortly after The Athletic journalist David Ornstein claimed there was no news regarding Kobbie Mainoo's new contract with Manchester United. The Daily Mail reported that Chelsea were standing at the front of the queue to snatch the 19-year-old midfielder if he really leaves Old Trafford. However, the Blues will still face stiff competition once the Red Devils decide to sell him. Ornstein was asked about the possibility of Marcus Rashford leaving Man United and also gave an update on Mainoo's contract situation. Speaking on NBC on Sunday 5/1 yesterday, if Rashford is sold... it seems more likely to happen in the summer. It would be a pure profit, something that has been talked about recently, because he is an academy player. Kobbie Mainoo's case is the same. His contract expires in 2027, and there is no news of an extension. The same with Alejandro Garnacho. I think players in that situation are not impossible to sell. Following the claim, the Daily Mail on Tuesday 7/1 yesterday reported that Chelsea were in the lead to acquire Mainoo. Man United's bargaining position is actually quite strong because Mainoo has 2 years left on his contract and the Red Devils have the option to extend it until 2028. Also, retaining a talent of Mainoo's caliber would be vital to Man United's short-term and long-term future. However, the Daily Mail also claims that Man United may consider letting Mainoo and Garnacho go in order to comply with Premier League financial regulations. Despite the transfer rumors, Mainoo could be back in action as Man United look to retain their FA Cup crown from Arsenal on Sunday 12/1. Chelsea play the day before in the FA Cup, also hosting fourth-tier mock-up.
Flying through the sound, riding on the beat, flying through the sound.